This is really, truly exciting because, you know what, there's rose quartz, Michael, and then there's absolutely flawless rose quartz with a translucency like you're seeing, and that's a little crooked. Let me come back over here and show you on my hand, just so you can see how beautifully faceted it is. Accented with some of the finest, most beautiful rhodolite on the side, and we'll talk a little bit about design work. So we have for you, and we're also gonna have a matching pendant that will also be available. But let's take it right away, Michael. I mean, again, talk about beautiful rose quartz and just the overall setting. It's just, to me, this is spring, this is summer, it's ethereal. Tell us a little bit the story behind this.
This is special rose quartz that comes to us once again from Madagascar. Now, there's basically two main sources of rose quartz. You can go to Brazil, much more plentiful there. But the product from Brazil tends to grow in what we call a twisted formation, and it combines with calcite, so it tends to make it opaque. And this material here is from Madagascar. It's translucent. Now, rose quartz is never color treated. This is all natural color. It doesn't undergo any treatment whatsoever. But you notice how the stones glow, how they're translucent. This is the highest grade of rose quartz you can find in the world because it's grown crystalline pure, it didn't twist, and no calcite came into the crystal. So this is a spectacular piece. First time I've ever presented this at HSN. And you've got here a 15 karat 20 center stone there, the rhodolites. I mean, it's premium material.
Wow, 15 carats. And when you said, Elaine, you're gonna see this rose quartz, and most of the rose quartz, a beautiful shade. It's like a sweet, like ballet pink. And then you facet it, it just, it really shows off the beauty and the brilliance, especially with the little accent of the rhodolite. But you said you're not gonna believe it, and it's true, because the larger the rose quartz that you get, especially anything when you're getting over 8 carats, right? Most of it's gonna be cloudy, Michael, and you said you're gonna see the most flawless, and look at the two samples that you can see in here, right? Just how perfect that natural color is. Boy, that had to be a task. We don't have many of these. I can't imagine to do a cut and yield that of that type of perfect stone. Could have been an easy task to do, Michael.
No, it's not. Like, this is the product from Brazil, and you can see here, even if when I shine a light through it, it's opaquish. And you see what I mean by it's twisted? It's called calcite veining and all that. That's typical for rose quartz. Good color, but it's more opaque. Now we go to Madagascar. Look at the crystals there. Look at this. See, I can shine a light through it. It's got the color and it's got the clarity. Like they taught us at GIA, getting color and clarity together in an untreated stone is really hard to get. When it's available, you buy it. Now, this literally glows. I mean, look at that. When was the last time you saw rose quartz glowing? I mean, our model, she's not even moving her hand. Look at that. It's beautiful.
And it's 15.5 carats. It is top notch. I mean, I giggle at that, Michael, for many reasons. You know, we look at our Hsn Price, you think, okay, there's no way that's natural. There's no way that that's precious metal. And it is. I mean, this is like making those dreams come true. We do have the matching pendant. We do have the matching earrings as well, but they're all very limited. We have 5 through size 12, and with FlexPay here, it's still under $100. Whenever your next billing statement will be, to at least get this home with your 30-day money-back guarantee. I'm a pink girl, just by nature. I'm drawn to pink. I wear pink the most. I love, love, love. And there's not so many, I should say, but there's very few beautiful stones in that pink, you know, basic color that Mother Nature makes naturally, right, Michael? And this one will take your breath away.
It really does take your breath away. And you're right, there aren't that many stones that are this natural color. Look at that. You're doing a great job of showing our rings and how great this is. That's a 9.4 gram ring, and that's double-walled shank. So that's never going to bend. We guarantee it. I mean, you got real 18 karat gold embellishment there. You've got the wonderful rhodolites on the side. Look at the quality of those rhodolites. They're diamond cut, by the way. And again, your stone is glowing. So in the world of rose quartz, this is the top 5 to 6% of rose quartz that you find. It's got the color and it's got the clarity. So that's the difference between the two locales. Between your regular rose quartz, as I showed before, and the Madagascar material is the breed. It is to rose quartz what Burmese ruby is to ruby.
Yeah, You know what? That's a great point because, and going back, I love that. I've never seen that demonstration. I'm seeing, you know, obviously rose quartz with the, you know, being very, very cloudy, like you were showing us. And yes, it's pretty. You can see the hue of that soft pink color. But when you saw the quality of the stone that you brought from Madagascar, that light went right through it. I mean, that is flawless and is translucent and is consistent. And as you said, clarity and consistency and color is the most important thing. Now we're going to talk about our drop chain hugger earrings. First off, I could sleep in these. That's how comfortable they are.
I know.
They're a true hugger, right, Michael? And then they have, and again, they have that unique element because that unique element is with the drop of the beautiful stones that you see and where it comes around on the end. So here, let's go through our colors. We have apatite that are available for you. We get super close on these, so we can just walk you through. I think I'm wearing, I think I have the tanzanite. Yeah, I have the tanzanite, right?
Okay, you got the tanzanite on.
I have the tanzanite on. There we have that beautiful pink tourmaline.
Love that pink tourmaline, yep. There's that pink tourmaline, this Brazilian pink tourmaline there. We also have that beautiful, beautiful Dauphine apatite. We have the tanzanite and the Ethiopian opal. I think that is a tanzanite, actually.
That is the tanzanite,
because we provide more than one set. Yes, that's the tanzanite, yep.
And then here's your Ethiopian opal.
There's the Ethiopian opal. And even in this size, you still see that play of color. Again, there's no, you could not do that with an Australian opal, but you can with the Ethiopian material. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, in terms of size, it's just over 2 inches in length.
Yes.
So it's 2 1/8 of an inch. So this is why I love them because, you know, even if, like, I love hugger earrings.
Yes.
Love hugger earrings. I normally wear my hair back.
Right.
Or up. Usually, it's always up. I just got it done yesterday. Had a blowout, so that's why it's down. But anyway, you can't always see them, right?
Yes, exactly.
So with this, it has that element where you have the true hugger that I absolutely love, in this case here, and then you get to see like almost a linear look, which is so hot right now. It comes right to the perfect part on the jaw area. That's so flattering. So you have that, and then you have this, again, movement because of the way the chain wraps around the back.
And we've never done a design like this. And we really wanted to do like something a little bit different. And I challenged my designer gals, you know, we have the great stones. Let's do something different in earrings, because sometimes it's a category that we kind of like ignore a little bit. We're very heavy into rings, so we've got to do a little bit more in earrings. They came up with this design, and I think it's so youthful. I think it's so flirty. I just love the way, first of all, the huggy design, I love that because it's easy to wear, easy to put on. There's no clasp to fool with. And by the way, the plating goes all the way around there. But it's using the gemstones that we're famous for in a very wonderful fashion. And all this, you know, all these are articulated and put together by hand. So a Ben Schuler has to sit there and cut these loops, make the little figurines, and put them all by, look at the play of color, you can see it right there.
And listen, that Ethiopian opal, our bracelet sold out, remember, in our first hour.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
If you want the perfect earring to go back to that
goes gorgeous.
Grab this at $90. Let's go back to that with Flex Pay, right? So you're getting these home. You have you're always, for our new shoppers out there, you always have a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. So you know, here's the other thing. Let's say you chose the, oh, no, let's just say you chose the apatite, right? And then you get it home and be like, you know what? I wish I would have got the tanzanite. We have free exchanges going on now, so no questions asked. And we go ahead and we include all that information. We include, we'll take care of your return fee. So we make that something simple. You know what? This is the way it should be. So please shop with confidence. And I'm going to show you how these are articulated.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Because that's the other cool thing about a beautiful hugger is that the mechanism is all in one. So,
see, look at that. See?
Look, classic to you,
See?
360 degrees, right?
A lot of gals like to wear their hair up, so it's always finished. Everything about what we do is purely finished. Take a look at that. That's so easy.
Okay.
And see, and all that hinging is all done by hand. And full under gallery there. And silver plated, by the way, will not irritate your earlobe. Why? Because it doesn't contain the copper of other silvers. So that's the important element of this. You don't get an oxidization, no irritation. I love that Dauphine apatite.
I know, that's that beautiful, you own Dauphine apatite. We haven't done it, that's a great point, a lot of earrings.
No, we haven't,
so
exactly.
That, you know, perfect opportunity. And I wanna say we're looking at anywhere, every one of these, no matter which one you choose, close to 3/4 a carat of beautiful natural, not just any gemstones.
Oh no.
Tanzanite, Ethiopian opal, Dauphine, our beautiful apatite.
Pink
and
tourmaline.
Pink tourmaline. I mean,
yes.
Like these are not where you go into any jewelry store and say, hey, let me show you my, your array of Dauphine apatite. They're gonna look at you like,
Oh yeah, no. And
what is that?
And the pink tourmaline comes from Golconda, which is a mine in Brazil in Minas Gerais. And that's a very famous mine, actually a video of me in that mine. That's the mine that I was lowered in a rope down a tunnel and to go into the mine. It was all hand dug. That's a whole story I could tell you about that, getting to this mine, literally in the middle of nowhere, and that is Golconda. And it's a very famous pegmatite deposit. They find morganite there, and they also, it's famous for pink tourmaline, comes out of that mine,
You know, and that was another one, Michael. I always find it so fascinating. Like I said, I learned so much with Michael. But pink tourmaline, tourmaline is like the king of gems, right?
Yeah.
But because it's so saturated,
right?
That's what it typically. But you just, it's not a dime a dozen.
No, it's not. It's not.
But it just amazes me that you have these great relationships. You can get these very specialty stones, and then your amazing design team to make it all happen.
And most tourmaline being a type 3 stone, it's usually very heavily included. These tourmalines are very, very clean. Again, getting clean tourmaline. Tourmaline loves to be striated. It loves to be included like a lot of other gemstones, but not this tourmaline we get out of Golconda, famous for their color and their clarity. Again, clarity is very important in a gemstone because it allows for free passage of light, and it'll make it brighter.
Yeah.
And we like that.
I like that. And here's the thing. I just had an update from my producer. If you want the Ethiopian, what the hell? My goodness, Ethiopian Opal. Got a tongue twisted there. We have fewer than 60 remaining.
Yes.
And I'm not surprised because like I said, we never really don't have a lot of earrings in Michael's Gems by Michael's collection. So Michael challenged his team and I think they did an amazing job here. They're really different.
But it's still our collection. It's still, it has what we're famous for, and it's a great combination of both, and it's using the exotic gemstones that I'm famous for, that you've made famous, actually, you the public, because you love owning something that no one else has. And it's amazing to experience the beauty of Mother Nature. And really, isn't that what a gemstone is?
Absolutely.
It's wearing and owning the beauty of Mother Nature.
And your fans love you, and we're so thrilled that you're here with us at HSN. We have Charlene says, love your work, Michael. When will you have more Pariba pieces? That's a great question.
It's coming up, actually. It's coming up. You and I have a lot of visits. Actually, so we are going to be, we're seeing a lot of us, which is fantastic. And I'm going to have more of the Pariba. I know what you want, and we have it.
And then Kristen said she actually has the Cobalt Spinel and citrine ring already. And she said it is absolutely beautiful. I love the design and the combined stones.
Because we have a lot of customers for our collection on hsn.com.
As soon as it comes out.
Yes, absolutely. They're right away, and and we welcome you. A lot of ways to shop here. So your website's very popular.
Very popular, and they know in your collection specifically. I know this. I preview it all the time. That like a ring like that, everything we've talked about, you don't bring in hundreds of any one piece unless it's a today's special or something that it's been working on for a few years, right? So we know, like these go quickly, like the Ethiopian opals here.
Yeah, we don't bring in a lot.
No. And listen, even in general, like in other lines, Ethiopian opal, pink tourmaline, you don't see apatite. You don't see these stones.
You do not.
And certainly not in such a, I just love the overall silhouette and design. Hugger doesn't get more comfortable. Beautiful movement on there. That's the pink tourmaline that you see on Kenya. 808229 is the item number. We're going to talk about the bolo.
The bolo, okay.
All right, this brand new. You never did anything quite like this
before. We've never done anything like that, and I love how it goes up and down. It's fantastic. You're going to demonstrate that to them.
Oh, you bet I am. It's a true functioning bolo.
It really is.
And you have, and I love it because it's Michael. So let me take you through the choices here in the exotic rare stones. It's not like just everyday normal stones. So you have the blue cabochon. Chalcedony, you have, which is one of the most beautiful colors. The lime green, we have it available in pink, and then we have it available in purple. So just that on its own, and I'll get more into that with Michael, but honest to goodness, I remember years ago, it was the Basel gemstone show, or it's a watch show, but you know, they have huge gem, shows there too. And we went into this one exotic section, and it was the first time I ever seen colors of chalcedony.
Yes.
And I was blown away. We had never at that point, that was 20 years ago, had them here at HSN. So this is like very, very premium in itself, okay, that you have chalcedony here.
Oh, it is. And notice the translucency of the chalcedony. There's completely different grades of chalcedony. This one almost has a moonstone effect to it. So this is the high, there, you can see there by the little ball, you can almost see through it. So in the world of chalcedony, this is the finest grade of chalcedony that literally I can buy as a gemologist. Nature doesn't make chalcedony better than this. And that's because of its crystal lattice. They're perfectly aligned. What is chalcedony? It's an aggregate. An aggregate means a lot of crystals that are put together. So if you look this under an electron microscope, you would see the crystals are aligned, almost like, you know, asparagus, the way they bunch it together. Everything's facing the same way. Now, why is that important? The light goes in and it doesn't get scattered like other chalcedonies. It goes in and most of it comes back out the same direction. Because of that, it's translucent. You can almost see through it. That gives you a very, very fine, look at that, see what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is premium material. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 9.5 out of 10 in the world of chalcedony. That is what the Italian design, you know, when you go to Italy, an 18 karat gold,
that's what they use.
I can't mention the names, but that's what they use.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's what they use.
And Michael, I wanted to show these two because it's a pink and a purple. No. So they're very close, I will tell you that, but you'll see the hinge of the purple, almost like a lilac mixed with that of the pink. So, and even the metal work that you did is gonna be unique on each piece, right? So you're gonna have, you're choosing the purple, you can see the two-tone here in the yellow and white. If you're choosing the pink, you can see the two-tone here in the white and the pink. But here's the genius part of a bolo. First off, it's 36 inches in length, okay? So what you do, you have the little cabochons at the bottom, and you're gonna use those as your pulley, okay? So that is gonna take the center portion, and that's gonna enable you to adjust this, and we'll show that on Kenya. If you wanna go a choker, you wanna make it a little bit longer, but it's everywhere. The bolo is back with a vengeance.
It really is.
And it's not just in Southwest, which you're seeing it in the precious stones now, and the exotic stones in this case.
Because there's so much things you can do with it. I mean, and then listen, our lovely model, look, I love the way she's showing it because you can put it a little bit close to the neckline, depending on what you're wearing. It's adjustable. You can get a lot of play out of it. And look at see how the translucency, how it glows? Let's face it, most chalcedony is opaque like a countertop. This is not. It's a whole different ball game. This is extremely fine, and that's what we. And look, fleur-de-lis for the prong works beautiful.
So pretty.
I know.
Okay. First time you're seeing it, 2 minutes up on the screen, under $95 with FlexPay, or if you have debit or however you're set up, Apple Pay with us here at HSN. This, you will get so much use out of it. I always love that bolo silhouette because of the versatility. So if I'm wearing a V-neck, or if I'm wearing a turtleneck and a jacket, if I'm wearing, you know, something like a scoop neckline or off the shoulders, guess what? I can fully adjust this to whatever neckline or, you know, whatever that I want. If I want to get that full linear look, make it super long like you saw in Kenya, and it does. It gives you an elongated look. It's just, but I've never, and you're not gonna see this, seen it in accented in cabochons in these colors. So you choose blue. Look at that beautiful lime green. We kind of just skipped over that. I've never seen the lime green.
No. This is called, again, this is the finds that they use it in Italy too, and because it's adjustable. You know, when we finally get into the fall and the winter season, especially for those up in the north where I live, you know, this is something because it is adjustable. You can wear this on top of your blouse, on top of your sweaters. I think the flexibility is amazing, and the color is soft as that pastel. It's gonna go with everything that you own, and I think, guys, what a great gift, because one size fits all. So I love that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely beautiful designs and creativity. I love being my own jeweler, you know? It's fun having versatility of taking something where normally, you know, a necklace is pretty, a necklace is a necklace, 18 inches in length, or you can adjust it, whatever it might be. But this one, you're in control. You're in complete control of whatever type of look that you want to do. You want to instantly change it out. You want to give it that really sexy, sophisticated look. I love it all the way up at the neck, like we were saying, that choker, and then have it elongated.
It's great.
Just a really fun piece. Usually kyanite is a blue color, correct, Michael?
Yes, it is. And getting this grade of kyanite, this color, is very, very difficult to get. Almost all kyanite is blue, but Kyanite, like I was explaining to you on the phone, it's what we call a massive. So it tends to form in here. I'll show you. I'll have it right over here. Great, thank you. Sorry. It forms like this. This is what we call a massive. Kyanite forms. It's a fibrous stone. It forms in what we call a massive. So most of it is opaque. Getting clear stones like this is very difficult. Why? They find it in. See how small these crystals are, like a tabular. Imagine the crystal being about 10 times bigger and having little openings, little clearings of clear spots. Then what they do is they take and they drill out these little tiny crystals that are clear. You wouldn't believe how much tons of material they have to go through to get this. This is very hard to get. So number one, you have, if not the rarest color of kyanite, which is this incredible sort of greenish color. Then we have the clarity characteristic. And this is natural kyanite. There's very little of this material out there. The blue is much more plentiful, but this color is very hard to get.
Oh, it will take your breath away. I'm gonna show everyone too, Michael, when we have, you know, rare, special opportunity finds like this, if you can do it, and again, you know, obviously, whatever is, you know, obviously within your budget, but if you can get the matching pieces, because honestly, HSN is one of the largest importer of colored gemstones in the world. I don't know. I'm gonna have Rocky check on hsn.com. I know you asked me this earlier, and I've, you know, absolutely have seen kyanite. We've offered kyanite. I personally have never seen it in this mint color. I don't believe we have. If there is, it's very, very few available on .com. So that's another one we say a highly, highly collectible. And the other thing I want to mention, Michael, I know I can't believe this hour's almost through. That went by so quickly. Your company, and it's a family company, but you every single piece, you offer a full year warranty with your jewelry.
Yes, we do.
Nobody does that anymore. Or ever really did.
Right, and we offer, there's a toll-free number, and it's 1-800-268-7962. By the way, that's good across America, including Hawaii, and that's my number. So you can actually call and speak to me. Believe it or not, I'm here every single day. So what we're looking at again is very rare mint kyanite. Not only is it rare in the color, but in the clarity. Most kyanite is opaque and blue. This is clear in green. So I would say safely 2, maybe 3% of kyanite found on the planet is this color. And of that, only the top 5% is clear. So, you know, we started off the hour with the rarest ruby with the Burmese, and here it is, our last item with the rarest kyanite, which is this mint color. And that kind of sums up my collection.
In which those rubies that you were mentioning did absolutely sell out. And what you're seeing right here, and thank you, Rocky, our producer was just updating me, every one of this color in kyanite, which is so rare, is yours, Michael. So that tells me, right, there's that you are the only source that happens to have, and even more important to that, it's that color. It's like the brightest, transparent, like almost pistachio color. So different than any other green gemstone. Like that's, you know, those are the things that really, you know, truly set it apart. So you see this, it's like, oh, is that a green diamond, or what is that stone? It does, it glows within.
It does, and again, it's, you know, in the world of true exotic gemstones, the quantity is very limited. There's not a lot of material out there. You know, I mean, I sell amethyst and I love the citrine, and there's a lot of mining for that material. But this material, there actually is no kyanite mine. It's found, believe it or not, as an offshoot of other gem mining. So usually in a garnet mine, they'll find little traces of the kyanite. It's kind of like what we call a side mineral, a side gemstone, and they'll find it. So it's just pockets. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's natural color. This is not treated. This is the way it comes out of the ground. Most of it is opaque. Only a small percentile will be green, clear. And that's exactly what you have here. And again, other than this order, I don't have any plan for the rest of the year because, Lynn, it's so hard getting this exotic material in this quality. Basically, that's about as good as it gets. Gemologically speaking, it's about as good as it gets.
And what does it, did you show us the rough on that? I can't, that's.
Yeah, I did.
Because that's the natural, there, right. That's actually how it is. Wow.
Right, but now this is opaque, so most of it comes out this way. So how do they get the clear? They don't treat it. In this piece of rust, there'll be little tiny areas, a small like dot that'll be clear, and they hand drill that out. And that's how they get this. So can you imagine To get that pile of stones that you see there, the rough that they would have to get would be about 3 buckets just to do one ring.
I mean, the
Just to do
time
one ring.
and the
It's all hand
waste.
done.
Just to be,
Yes.
that's just remarkable on something so rare like that. And close to what do we say? Over 2 carats, a little bit over 2
Yes.
carats in every
Oh,
single ring,
beautiful.
in a beautiful masterpiece setting. I mean, truly, that's the one thing we hear all the time, Michael, about your rings, especially how comfortable they are, the metals that you use that are exclusive, your patented formulation with the, you know, again, the beautiful rhodium and the palladium that enables, that just doesn't ever tarnish on you. It's forever. That's the other beautiful thing about your metals and the two-tone work, the craftsmanship. 5 through 12, getting limited right across the board. I saw, and this is the truth, like I said, I get so excited. I saw purple sapphire, and for me, I was like, wait a minute. Only Michael could do something like this.
Oh, yeah.
Wait till you see the size, the color, the design. I've been wearing the pendant. This is the brand new, first time, gorgeous purple sapphire 5-stone ring with the rose and white accents. It's $437.75. And the matching pendant and necklace, that's available at $399.75. Tell me about where in the world, how in the world, oh my, would it fair to say?
There it is.
It's gotta be the rarest color.
Yeah.
Along with obviously paparazzi, but you don't find it.
No, you don't. No, I'll tell you where this is from. This is from Madagascar. And I've actually, there it is. There's a natural, and I'll put this on the table. But here is natural purple. There it is right there. Here's the actual crystal. I'll put it on the turntable here in a second. And I'm going to show you how it's found. It's found in an area called Ilayaka, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And it's found it's a very dry desert area. Now, by the way, this is one of the oldest sapphires you can buy. It's about 700-800 million years old. Now, it's found with all these other colors. This found in an area where it was once water, it was once a river. It stopped being a river when it dried out years ago. So this formed when Madagascar was technically attached to Africa. It was one continent. When this formed, the Mediterranean Ocean did not exist. And Australia was part of China, believe it or not. This is going back to we're going back about 800 million years old. So one of the oldest sapphires you can buy. Now, what is purple? Actually, what happened is there was a pink sapphire once upon a time, right? And then there was a blue sapphire. And both the sapphires were by force squeezed together. And what happens when you mix those colors together? You get purple. So basically, it started off as 2 different colors, and Mother Nature fused them together, melted them together. Now, why are they so clean, you're asking me? Because, remember what I explained to you?
Yeah.
This formed so long ago that for it to have survived, this is at the heart of the crystal. If it had any inclusion, thermal reaction would have caused it to split eons ago. It never did because it didn't have the inclusion. So this is the strongest. It survived. So not only are you getting the rare combination of color, you're getting clarity that's second to none. And you're getting it at an affordable price. So this is rare. In the shows we had the Lotus Pink, and now you have the rare exotic from Madagascar, from Ilayaka, the rare natural purple.
I've never seen anything like it.
It is considered to be one of the most collectible gemstone in the sapphire family in the world. Normally, you see this in the European market, all set in gold with diamonds.
And you just polish this.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's it. We showed you the rough there. You take it, you have to cut it into a preform, and then you polish it. That's it. And there it is. I mean, nature did everything. 800 million years. You know how long ago that was? You think dinosaurs? It's before the dinosaurs.
What is your supply on purple? Because I'm looking at the source that you have, and I would say maybe 1/8 is purple in there.
Yeah. It's about, I would say, maybe 7-8% of it is purple. That's it, and the rest of it is all these colors. So you get all these colors. So that purple was actually a blue and a pink that were fused together. You know, can you imagine? You're buying the history of time itself with this. It's one of the oldest sapphires you can buy from one of the oldest parts. You know, they say life started in Africa, so this is one of the oldest parts of our planet, and that's where this is from. And you know, gems are a history of our Earth, of what we are here. So I get a lot excited about it because, you know, once you get into the history of it, you realize what you can own, and it's beautiful. It's actually gorgeous, you know. So you got everything you want from this. Fantastic.
And we have a clock up on the screen. You know why? Because these are so limited.
I know.
I mean, obviously, even to begin with. So the ring in 5 through size 12. Do we have a great amount of purple sapphire?
No. No,
Okay.
it's limited. It's limited because what you can see here, you can't order purple. You have to buy all the colors. And you get them, and then you separate the purple, and then the purple you got to match up the color to make sure. So it's difficult to get. So
and look at the size of these stones.
Will I ever come to here and say, "Oh yeah, this was easy. I got tons of it"? No, it's not like that.
In fact, it looks. Shirley just said, "Oh my God, Michael, I thought I lost you. Thank goodness I found you on HSN.
Yes.
I adore your jewelry. I have so many of your pieces. So
yeah, my new home. Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. And how fortunate are we, right, to be able to get the opportunity to get rare specialty buys like this. I mean, that we had, just to give you an idea, that lotus pink, because I want you, if you want to say, if you're like, is there a difference? Hang on, let me see if I can. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a pink like that.
No.
I've never seen a purple like that. No. Now, Lynn, what did I do with this?
I mean, everything you've seen here.
Yeah,
look at us.
Look at
they're
this.
two totally different, and two totally different areas of the world. Totally different
wild?
formations. Yeah, look at that. See,
Where else would you find anything like this?
No, never. You had grandidierite. In these 2 hours, you've seen some of the rarest, most exotic stones you can buy, yet nothing was anything. I don't think anything was over $500 at all. Nothing.
Oh, nope.
Nothing was even close to that. And yet, that's my mission. You can have it and not pay a lot of money. And that's what I'm here to do all the time, to bring you things that you may never even have heard of. Say, only the rich can have that. No, we can all have that. Here you go.
Right, exactly. And that's what, we love. That's what we love about HSN and having this direct partnership, right?
Yes.
And not having to have middlemen and everything else that be
Right
brought
on.
in.
Absolutely.
And speaking of middlemen, Michael does it all.
Right.
His entire everything. Sorting of the stones, designing of the stones, making of the metal, everything in-house. So very much, excuse me, in control of all of that.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
When you said that the GIA say out of the rarest top 10,
the top
right,
10 rarest
of stones,
grandidierite is part of it.
Is in that
it's
top
in that
10.
top 10. Absolutely it is. Originally discovered in 1902 by a French explorer, Alfred Grandidier, and it was named after him. It was found near Androhamana, and I can't, probably not pronouncing it correctly, in Madagascar. At that point in time, I think it was a French colony. Anyway, so what happened was that pre-World War I, they lost contact with, so they couldn't find it anymore. What they originally found was very small crystals. I think it would fit into a little bag. That's all they found. And the war came, everything stopped. Everyone forgot about the stone. It was a few years ago near the town of, I can't even pronounce it. It's not the Tourmaline, it almost sounds like Toronto. They found another outcropping of it. It was not far, a couple of miles away from the original discovery. It's all artisanally mined. It is considered to be one of the rarest stones that you as a collector can buy. It's not treated whatsoever. GIA did a whole article on it in their series called Gems and Gemology. And for me to even have it here, the first time it was presented to me, I think it was 2018. The parcel was $220,000. I can't, that's too much. I can't sell that on television. We were lucky. They kept coming back to us, and we were able to get it at prices that finally make sense. Now, this product, my understanding, it's almost been completely mined out. So it's going to go back into extinction. So again, it was discovered in 1902, mined for less than a year. Then it was rediscovered about 4 years ago, and it's almost been completely mined out, and it's gone from the earth. All the product that was ever mined would fit into 2 suitcases on the planet Earth. Diamonds, ever in history. If diamonds, for example, and I respect diamonds, but all the 2 suitcases, that's diamond mining in 30 minutes. Because it's on a very large scale. So 2 suitcases are all the grandidierite ever found in human existence. You need to go to places like the Smithsonian to see product like this. We'll deliver it to your front door. It's untreated. It's one of the rarest things I've ever presented on network television. There it is. Granditerite.
Yeah.
And it's a big stone. It's 5 carat 30.
Okay, here's what happened too. It was well over a year ago.
Yes.
You got the last of the last of
Yes.
what you had
Yes.
to bring back to us. This completely sold out. We have so many collectors that wait for opportunity buys like this, and I'm not even talking jewelry lovers.
Yeah.
I'm talking like people that are true exotic or gem collectors,
Yes.
right? And they
It's an
wait for
actual
someone
collector.
like Michael in the industry who has these amazing contacts, who travels the entire world, to be able to, if available, on a lucky buy, if perhaps, as you were just saying, on a rare opportunity stone. So that is, I mean, even from afar, you can see how that is just, it picks up the light. It's just,
And it's a
like
large
cabochon.
stone.
Yeah.
It's a large stone. Again, it's untreated. You can read about it. It is one of the rarest gemstones that you can buy. It is, I would say, technically about the rarest stone that I've ever presented in my career is granditerite. Again, 2 suitcases are all that's known to be mined on the planet. That's nothing. I mean, that's nothing.
So,
you go
okay.
to JA, they'll have a couple of stones there, and it's only been a few years ago. I mean, it's not out there. What's good about it is that it's untreated, okay? And you're getting a big size, and because of how I've been able to get it in the market, it's actually now affordable. They can be shown on television. There it is. I mean, $349 for one of the rarest gems in existence, honestly, is not a lot of money.
No,
Come on, it's not a lot of money.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And with FlexPay, again, $116. I mean, to get it, and this is what, 100%. You get this home, you go and have this appraised, you have this looked at. I mean, most people are gonna be like, where in the world again?
Yeah.
Did you even find something like this? That's how unique it is. If I were to go to Tucson this year,
Right.
okay, would I find this?
You get it from secondary dealer. You'll find pieces of it. You'll find a dealer have 1 or 2 pieces like this. You know who
Gotcha.
handles this now? Obviously, they're German dealers. There's a couple of dealers in Germany. They're famous for very exotic, and they charge really top dollar. They'll have it because they buy from people like me, the secondary market, and they charge a fortune. They take it up, they mark it up 500%, and they do. And I don't blame them because you can't get it. You're going to find it in any quantity? No. You'll come to, I'll take it to the GJX, I'll take it to the EGTA this year. You'll come with me. You'll see they're not, and wait till you get the prices. You'll go, oh, is that per carat? Because we sold the ring for less.
Right.
Totally, you know what I
Right.
mean? Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this we brought back at another, you know, happy birthday HSN event price. The HSN price will be $383.50. So at $349.95 and FlexPay and all of that, just the individual story of what you were saying, the rarity out of the top 10 stones really in the world.
And again,
in that ranking.
And it's untreated. Understand, folks, most gems have to be treated, okay? They have to go heat treatment or anything like this, and I understand. As a matter of fact, diamonds, you may not realize that. Almost all diamonds today are HPHT treated, high pressure, high temperature. It's accepted in the industry. To get a stone where it is not treated, it cannot be treated, which is granditerite, and it's in that group of the rarest of the top 10 stones, that's hard to hit all those marks.
Yeah.
We've hit it here.
Yeah, you sure did. You hit it out of the ballpark. Okay, item 781634 is your item number here. That our gem collectors out there are loving this opportunity and saying thank you so much, Michael. I just looked it up. I mean, can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, no, you
it's
can't.
right here. Let's talk about the blue of all blues.
Oh, the cobalt.
This is so cool. We had a, I think it was, I forget, I'll go back and see, but somebody pre-selected this on hsn.com because this is brand new.
Yeah, brand new.
You can't
Brand new.
find this
No.
anywhere else.
No, not
Over
at all.
almost 2 3/4 of a carat. It is the coolest design. It has that shaping here of the beautiful moon, and then there's that royal blue spinel with the accent of the citrine. So we have the ring in sizes 5 through size 12, and then we have the drop earrings. They're about 1 1/4 inches in length and 5/8 of an inch side to side. Brand new. Tell us, this color combination
It's amazing.
it is beyond.
It really is
It's
beyond. And it's something, and again, you know, some of the
gorgeous.
greatest thing we do with it by accident, this is why we're sitting around, we're just matching up the gemstones and all that. And there it is, I've got on my turn there. That's the Cobalt Spinel. It is the highest luminosity of any stone I've ever presented in my life. And luminosity, look at that thing just glow. It's amazing. It's pure spectral blue. It was discovered originally in Vietnam, and I'd say, again, it's either 2017 or 18 when it was first discovered. It is just an amazing, amazing color. Now, we call it Cobalt Spinel because the element that makes it blue is cobalt. You've heard the term cobalt blue, and that's why, cobalt blue.
That's cobalt
now,
blue.
Right now, that's basically all the market's giving us right now as far as size. These are beautiful stones, but they're very small. You can see here, very small. We're now going to go to the piece that we're showcasing here. Notice the size. These are big. These were so hard to get. These bigger stones.
In the ring and earring.
Yeah, and I'm not going to use a flashlight. Look, they're glowing on their own. They're glowing on their own. I mean, look at that. Look at, you can see it right here. Outdoors, you have no idea. Oh my
I know it.
Oh, please. The size of these stones. Now, the Cobalt Spinels that you see here, they're 7x5s and they're 5x3s. To give you an idea, the two 7x5s that you're seeing there, right over here, weigh almost 1.5 carats total weight. They're almost 75 points each. To date, that is the biggest size I've brought to date.
Wow.
Right here. This was brand new. And then I got the ring to go with it, and I just think the styling is amazing.
It's styling.
I know.
We were talking about hand grabber. It was Kristen, by the way, who was saying that she ordered this offline and said you have to get it. Like, you, as beautiful as it looks, I can't even imagine it looked, you know, online, because you never can appreciate it as much as when you see it in person or at least on television. That's your signature piece, you know? That's where you come to Michael and say, find me some of the rarest, most beautiful stones. Or in this case here, it's that beautiful cobalt blue, the Spinel, and then accent it with something that I would never expect these two to look and work this beautifully together, Michael, and they do.
And the earrings are amazing, but again, this is that's almost 3/4 carat, that one stone alone. Once that stone hits a carat, you know that they're priced then individually. They're so rare because, again, Spinel, we call as crystal habits. So some stones form very large, like quartzes. Diamonds are one of them, have a small crystal habit. Certain stones just don't come that big by Mother Nature. Spinel is one of them. Funny thing, Spinel and diamond are in the same crystal system, so they belong to the same family, believe it or not. And so they're very small. So to get a big stone costs a lot because we don't get a lot. So when I make a big deal of the size, you pay attention to that because you're getting a lot for your money. Again, I know the order was actually more for the earrings. I couldn't supply it because we had to use those big 7x5s. So, but together,
they're huge stones,
the combination. But if you want sheer size
powerful.
as a collector, those earrings are like,
Yeah.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Most of us never in a million years even knew there was a garnet that was this color, let alone changes from the most gorgeous shades of purples, from lilacs to the most perfect mauve to pinks. It's like a magic ring. It really is. Let me bring this up here. It's taken us a long time to get enough of the rough to make this available, to bring it back today for today's show. We have sizes 5 through size 12. It is one of the most flattering designs on the hand. It elongated, again, marquee shape. It just lengthens the finger. It slenderizes the hand. With FlexPay, I just have to do, trust me, under $90, get this ring home and watch it perform. It's color changing. I call it magic. How does that happen, Michael? And thank you for making this happen. I know how hugely requested this has been to bring back in your collection.
Oh, it's the first time I found out about it was on the front cover of a major industry publication back in 2016, I believe it was. I didn't even know that this color existed in a color-changing garnet. Garnets are not treated, by the way. And it's because it has vanadium and chromium, so each reacts differently to the different wavelengths of whether it's indoor light or outdoor light. Now, here it is live in my studio here. I want to show you. Here it is in indoor light. Cool. It is kind of a wonderful, beautiful pink, and watch when it goes outdoors. Look how it completely changes color, and then it goes back again. And we even have video of it where it does this, so it goes from a pink to a blue, depending on the light source. So here it is, pink, as you can see here, and then it goes sort of bluish, depending on the light source. And it's amazing, and it's all natural. It comes from Tanzania, and it's untreated, as most garnets are untreated. But it's the best color changing I've ever seen in any garnet in my life. It's outstanding.
I couldn't agree with you more. I didn't even know, like you said, I didn't even know there was such thing as a color-changing garnet. You know, I think garnet, I would just think, you know, the raspberry color or that, you know, or rhodolite color. This is unlike any of those. It's even hard to describe because from different angles, just so you were saying, Michael, I can see these fuchsias, I can see these bright violet colors, I can see the depth of purples, I can see blue coming through here. I mean, it's absolutely wild. It's absolutely beautiful. There's nothing else out there like it. If you have a minute, please read the reviews on hsn.com on this beautiful treasured piece. I mean, everything from obviously the color to the uniqueness to the comfort to the style to the setting. About 2.5 carats, about 243 points altogether. And I'm going to take you on a tour here because very special, as all of Gems by Michael pieces are. This you add it with the rose, correct, Michael? And
Yes,
the beautiful
absolutely.
silver with platinum?
Yes, it's beautifully done. You're getting your 27 stones, just shy of 2.5 carat, 2 carat 43 to be exact. And I love the way it elongates the finger, but it's one of the few stones that has this wonderful phenomena quality about it. And, you know, in the literature, it describes it as the most attractive color change garnet out there. It's the best that I have ever seen. And this is a fake picture of me when I discovered it. I went to the Hong Kong show and I just read about it. I went to the Hong Kong show and I'm looking for it, and here it is. I discovered it, and I was so happy when I'm like a kid in a candy store. And then here it is. I photographed it. Can you see how you see the pink and the blue? Because they have there what's called uniform lighting. They want the full wavelength of light, you know, like daylight. And you could see it, that color changing property happening right there. And then I took it and I photographed the color change. There it is.
That's so wild.
And then we just showed us here, and this is a natural phenomenon. It's not treated, and it comes from Tanzania. Love it. The clarity of these stones is second to none. Here we're going to show you because I dimmed the lights.
Wow.
Look at that. I mean, we're talking drama. Read the reviews on this. It's fantastic.
Oh, they
and
are.
it's taken me all this time to get it back.
I know. And the biggest requested of all the different, you know, rare exotic stones that you bring to us, Michael, you made it happen for today's show. It is very, very popular. Once again, we have 5 through size 12. If you are a collector of rare gems, then this is made for you. If you're just tuning in saying that is the coolest, most beautiful purples and pinks I've ever seen, this ring is for you. If you are one who, again, doesn't usually like to wear a lot of rings, or you don't like to bring attention to your fingers, I want you to get this shape home. This is for you because it'll instantly, you'll be like, oh my goodness, I'll wear rings again. Because it does. It just draws out the hand. It lengthens the finger. It elongates the design. But it is that cool experience of just seeing all the different color changings, whatever different lighting that you're in, whether you're indoors, whether you're outside, whether you're in our bright studios, as we were just showing you. Michael was taking you through the different colors that you get to appreciate. And I also want to mention we do have a handful of the matching pendant. But same thing, when these are gone, it could take upwards to a year, if not more, correct, Michael, to bring this back in the color changing?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes, and the reason is, Lynn, is that because they're untreated, I have to match all the colors. It's got to be, you know, because when you have an untreated stone, Lynn, sometimes it's going to be a bit darker, a bit lighter, because we can't alter it by heating. It is what Mother Nature made it. So we not only have to accumulate the rough, we have to make sure it's the same color. We have to cut it. And then I sit here and painstakingly color match everything to make sure that every ring has the same color. It takes a lot of work and a lot of cutting to put this together. But you can see by looking at our lovely model, Julia, look at the color. Do you see one stone that's off color? No. I picked these myself. They're perfect. Look at that match. It's very hard, ladies and gentlemen, in nature to get a stone that's affordable, that's non-treated, that has a phenomena, that's attractive, and it's naturally clean and clear. Hard to push all those buttons. This one does.
And to this day, I mean, Michael, never, ever seen anything like this in a garnet, ever.
I know.
That's what makes it so special. And if you have a minute, read those reviews, like Michael was just saying on hsn.com. Took us a while to get it back, but you will not be, look at this. And it's the most beautiful. You know, a lot of times say, oh, it's a color changing stone. You can barely tell. You can see, and they're equally as magic and beautiful on each one of the pinks and each one of the purples. Here's how this works. If you're just tuning in, and we have right now, let me double check, 5 through 12. Still available for you, but getting limited right across the board once again. If you decide to go ahead and say, listen, I would love to take the option of splitting up my payments over the next 3 months. Here's how this works. That's FlexPay. So it's whether you're shopping with a credit card or debit card or however you're, set up with us, why not? Get it home. Your next billing statement's gonna be 80 some dollars, right? $86 and change. You'll have this ring probably even before the next billing statement comes. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. These are the pieces that are rare and unique that you want to go and have appraised. And on top of that, Michael, who offers anymore, a 1-year warranty on anything in jewelry or anything in general anymore, right?
Oh, you're absolutely right. People don't. We do. Why? Because we are vertically integrated. We actually have the factory. It's a family-run business, so we're able to do it. And honestly, we're very proud to do that. We even have a tool. If you ever have a problem, we have a toll-free number. It's good in every state of the union. You can call us anytime. Jennifer picks up the phone, and we directly will speak to you. If I'm in the office here, I will speak to you because I'm not just a spokesperson. Actually, this studio is in our factory. Behind the wall, behind the camera, is our factory. People are working right now manufacturing for the next order. And we've been doing it since the 1940s. We're very proud of that.
And I got to tell you, and I thank you when you gave me that tour via Zoom, and it's so true what Michael's saying. It's like he has all of his designers, right, that work one-on-one in tandem with those that are setting the stones, hand-selecting the stones, making the metals, creating the designs. It is everybody in-house. So
right. We cast, we do it all here,
It's the coolest thing, and it's so special too. An owner of your pieces, knowing that I know exactly where it's coming from. I know exactly where the stones are coming from. It's not one of these, cookie cutter companies that you don't know. I mean, most are like that. You don't know where the stones are coming from, or let alone where they're being designed, or let alone where they're being ultimately casted, right? You even do that.
Oh, totally. We do it all here. And if you're ever in Toronto, we actually give free tours. You can actually see me and actually tour the factory. So, this is why we offer the warranty. We do what we do. We're very proud of it. And I'm very proud of this piece. Again, Lynn and folks, to have something natural, untreated, of this caliber that performs the way it performs, and it's affordable. This is not a $1,000 ring.
Yeah.
It's not a $2,000 piece.
It looks like it.
Everyone can afford this. It does look like it and should cost that, but it doesn't. Because of HSN and us working with you, you can have a piece. I mean, look at Julia. Look at the presence that ring has. I mean, if you want a showstopper, there it is. I mean, look at that. You walk in the room with that. That's phenomenal.
2 years ago when you were able to find this premium quality chrome dioxide. And now here it is, 2 years and later, able to bring it into a gorgeous status piece that will absolutely take your breath away. I often say chrome dioxide is what every single emerald wishes it could look like. I mean, honestly, it is that flawless. Look at the consistency, the absolute perfection in color of every single one of those round stones. Wait till you feel the weight of this piece in your hand. It's 2 1/4 carats all together here, $298.50, even from the preview. We previewed this right at the very top of the hour. It's already starting to get limited in all sizes. We have 5 through size 12 currently available for you. But yes, Michael, boy, oh boy, if you want to look, look at that from afar.
I know. I know.
Gorgeous.
And it takes your breath away. And if you've been a follower of my collection, folks, this is the type of design ring size, about 11.5 grams, that really put my name out there. This is classic Michael Valitutti. The quality of the stones, first of all, they're not treated. I'm going to say that again. These are not treated. So it undergoes no artificial enhancement whatsoever. Where in nature can you tell me where you can find a deposit where virtually every stone is the same color, without treatment, without interference? I can only think of 4 gem varieties in the world that can say that. One of them is diamond. So to even get this, to have it available on the planet, is a miracle. You're getting here a 2 1/4 carat. Every stone is perfect. Now, these are all diamond cut. Now, what I mean by that is that we facet them using a diamond lathe. It gives you 58 facet. Notice the brilliance of these stones. The ring sits perfectly on the finger. Why? The way we balanced it. The bottom of the ring, the shank, weighs about 5 grams, so it counteracts the 5 grams of weight on top. So it's perfectly balanced. These will not color fade. You can wear them every single day. And that color, oh my, it's magnificent. It's AAA plus quality.
And that's the thing. You know, there's, in the world of gemstones, there are different grades, as we often talk about. And yes, there's lower grades of chrome dioxide that doesn't have this, I always call it like an electric brightness neon green. This is like the creme de la creme of the most flawless sought after chrome dioxide in the world. And I'm gonna take you on a 360 degree here, just on tour. If you are shy, you don't like to be brought attention to the jewelry that you're wearing, this ring is not for you. But if you want that, oh my goodness, is that emerald. That, I mean, it looks like tens of thousands of dollars. It feels like tens of thousands of dollars. And that is the beauty here. And then once again, with FlexPay, this is $99.50 whenever your next billing statement will be. So less than $100. We have them custom sized for you. So we have 5 through size 12. That ring will take your breath away. Another thing I want to mention with Gems by Michael, every single selection that you make, and we want you to please, and listen, we understand it's investment. This is heirloom jewelry. This is exotic rare jewelry. Michael stands behind every single piece for a full year, so a 1-year warranty. And Michael, can you comment too? Because I love when you do this look on the shank, and I'm showing the backing, how everything's so beautifully finished, everything, every little detail. But it adds to that comfort factor where you kind of curve it at the bottom and make it flat on the back of the band.
Yeah, we do that. It's called a comfort fit, because if you actually hold up your hand like you're telling someone to stop, where your finger meets the palm of your hand is actually flat, or else, you know, we couldn't close our hands. So this is ergonomically designed, so the outer part of the ring conforms to the natural form of the human hand. Now, that's very important in a larger ring. So when you go to make a fist, you don't even feel the ring there. It also stabilizes it so it does not flip on your finger, which you can see right there. So all these things work together, because I think beauty and comfort should work together, because owning fine jewelry is as much as how it feels as also how it looks. Both components have to be there. And with this, we have it in spades. And those stones, oh my goodness, amazing.
I'm telling you. And where would you go? Michael, if somebody asked me, well, listen, I'm looking for chrome dioxide, or I want the most beautiful green gemstone in the world, and what would you recommend? I personally would say chrome dioxide. As I mentioned this earlier, right? It's what every emerald in the world, with the exception of the Grizzly Emerald, which is so magnificent that you bring to us, truly wishes it could be. People don't know what this stone is, so they automatically think it must be emeralds. Well, you don't see emeralds like this. Then, like you said, that premium AAA quality, and that's part of the rough you're showing us, right, Michael?
Yeah, exactly. Now, why am I showing you this rough? First of all, to prove that the color's natural, but I want to make a point here. See how thin this is? Okay. This is called a sliver. This actually forms on top of the rock face. Now, why is that important? That's the reason why, Lynn, these stones are so clean and clear. This has been tumbled by Mother Nature. This is not the way the chrome dioxide originally formed. Originally, it was probably 8 times bigger than this, but it had inclusions. What we have here is the core. It's the heart of the crystal. So what happened is, over time, Mother Nature tumbled these stones, took millions and millions of years, and this is what's left. And you can see the clarity in the rough itself. This is the choicest rough. This is the filet mignon. Of all the chromes you can buy, you can take a jeweler's loupe into those stones. They're perfectly clean and clear. And these are untreated. This is the best that I can buy on the open market. It's top drawer material.
And going direct and hand selecting and knowing that as, you know, a consumer, as we're shopping, that, hey, this is not something that's cookie cutter. This is not something that was just, you know, basically hand selected and not, you know, graded for its quality and so forth. No, this is all done in-house in Michael's facility. As he said, everything is made there. It was amazing. He did a tour with me via Zoom a few months ago, and I was just so blown away, because typically in, you know, jewelry making, and Michael, you know, you have one place you go to get the rough, and then that's going to go to another, you know, housing factory, or that's going to go to the cutting factory, and that's going to then ultimately get to the design. So it's not done in-house. You are like the everything.
Well, just like we spoke, like I was at the Grizzly Emerald auction on March the 5th. We'll get to that later on in the program. I've got an agent going on Friday to another auction for gemstones overseas. This is how we do. We get the rough, we cut it ourselves. That's how I'm able to give you what you see there. Now point to me the one stone that's off, not one. They're identical and they're untreated.
Unreal.
Guys,
And
other than diamonds and a few other stones, you can't do that. Go ahead.
Right, close to almost 2.5 carats or 2.25 carats all together here. And then again, the beautiful setting that takes your breath away. Julia and myself, we're both about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet away from the cameras, right? You can see, I mean, you see this 50 feet away. That is how, it's like electric. It has that neon inner glow to it. It will take your breath away. And the beauty is, it's $100. We're shipping it right out to you with FlexPay. So when you're shopping using any major credit card or debit card or Apple Pay or however you're set up with us, why not? Split up those payments and you have always your 30-day money-back guarantee and your 1-year warranty.